I have the difficult task to tell you something about the Eigelstein quarter and its 2,000 years old history, and the exhibition we did in 2013. And I just have 15 minutes for this. So let's start. First of all, I want to thank you that we have the opportunity to present our work here. Our museum had a partnership with another historical museum of Cologne, the Roman Germanic Museum, and since 2011 we have a series of exhibitions together. We pick one special area of this town and talk about its 2,000 years old history. In 2011 we started with the Weidmar quarter. It's a quarter here in Cologne which you, I'm sure, don't know, except at one point. Till 2009, in this quarter, there stood our historical archive. And we picked these special areas and look for its 2,000 years of history. At the opening ceremony in our museum in 2011, as our two directors, one of them you have met today, Mr. Krambe, and the other director, Mr. Trier, told the audience that the next exhibition, the series is called Drunter und Drüber, Above and Below, because of the archaeological and the historical themes we're talking about in this exhibition. And they told on this opening ceremony that the next exhibition will be in 2013, an exhibition about the Eigelstein. There was a huge applause from the audience. Probably you're wondering why. Where is the... this is my computer. How does it
I think you have to press that.
Einfach. Slide. Okay. The Eigelstein is one of Cologne's most identifying, identity establishing areas. You probably might know that instead of other cities and other countries of the world, in Germany there are not only 4 seasons, but we have already 5 seasons. You know, the summer, winter, fall, spring, and the one your parents met, Carnival. And during Carnival there are a lot of songs we sing. It's also an identifying moment to go in the pubs and celebrate and sing together Cologne, Folklore, also Volkslieder and die wir singen. That we sing, and a lot of these songs deal with the Eigelstein quarter, so that the quarter is quite a symbolic place of typical Cologne in a romantic way, just like an epicenter of the soul of Cologne. Although, as you probably see tomorrow, it is anything but romantic or typically Cologne. So let's have a look, a short look at the history. This is Cologne, you know it. It's the historic city of Cologne. This is, as you have seen at the model in our museum, this is the historic city. It looks like there's the cathedral as a fixed point. And the point of orientation for everyone who visits our city and also for us. This is a historical map of Cologne from the 16th century. And the Eigelstein is also part of the historical city. You can see, it's located nearby the cathedral, which you see on the right, in the central station. This is the quarter you visit tomorrow. In the ancient time, in the Roman Cologne, the quarter looked like. Do we have a laser pointer or something?
Do you want me to continue?
This, in the ancient time, in the Roman time, is the Eigelstein. Where you see, this is the center, the Roman center of Cologne, and in the Roman time. Oh. The Roman time, there was not no civilization, just yeah, the quarter was characterized as a graveyard. You see, on the left and the right of the street there are a lot of graves, and also glass-making industry. You see, as they found this glass industry things, and also these Roman towns. If you wonder why there are these bones on the dish, the Romans took kind of bones. The family gave their descendants food for their journey into the arms. In this case, it might be a chicken they gave them. As you can see at our exhibition poster, in the later 19th century, there was some building work for the sewage. And here they registered a lot of archaeological findings from the Roman times. Over the years, the area evolved into a populous suburb, as you can see on the plan of the 16th century. This is the street, and the tremendous economical development of Cologne brought an enormous growth of population, which you can see here, but in the there are a lot of fields which they used in agricultural way. About Anno Domini 1000, the situation in this area changed, and they built this great wall, which is one of the greatest fortification monuments north of the Alps. But the quarter in its history never was an aristocratic one. Sorry. Also, with this city wall, they built this Eigelstein Tor, the Eigelstein Gate, one of our city gates. There are also there are 3 gates that survived the 19th century. You will visit it tomorrow. In the 19th and early 20th century, along the Eigelstein Street, there settled a lot of breweries, and the quarter was characterized by the normal ones. As I said, it was not a aristocratic one. After the Second World War, in the 1950s and early 1960s, as the immigrant workers from Italy and Turkey came to Germany, they settled down in the Eigelstein quarter. Until this day, the Eigelstein is characterized by a multicultural, colorful neighborhood with all its problems, but also all its opportunities. So let's come to our exhibition.
You're good. Yeah, another 5 minutes.
So I said it was a very colorful, multicultural, and a quarter for normal people, for the normal ones. And that is what we wanted to show in the exhibition. We tried to bring that powerful and colorful piece of Cologne into our museum, and that was very difficult because many inhabitants of this quarter came to me as they heard we plan an exhibition and told me what in their mind is the right Eigelstein and is the right type of history and to represent this exhibition. And that showed me their high level of identification to that part of quarter, and also my responsibility. Yeah, that's right. So we used that chamber from Eigelstein that stood there in the quarter since the end of the 19th century till it came in our museum in the beginning of 2013. A lot of residents, inhabitants, did know the family and their room furnishings. So we tried to build it nearly exactly, as you can see here on this picture. If you look at the special color of the carpet, some visitors said to me, "Oh my God, nobody could have this this type of carpet in its room." I said, "Yeah, sure. Look at this picture." The people stood in front of the chamber and talked about their memories with that room, although it was a reconstruction in our museum. Another room, this one, showed the results, we talked about it, of an oral history project. We wanted to give the quarter a face. If someone goes into that exhibition, you have the history of the quarter, but you have no faces. And this, with this project, we wanted to give that exhibition and this quarter a face, and not only a face, also a history. So we talked with the inhabitants of this quarter and asked them to tell us their life story. Their life story also depends with the quarter and how they live in this special quarter. And another step was that I asked the people to give us a special object that symbolized their relationship to that quarter. And if you see, I don't know if you can really see it. One woman gave us this carousel because there was a fair in that quarter, and as a child she went there and used this carousel. Not this, but or another one went to the Eigelstein gate, to the Eigelstein tour, and collected dust from the cigarettes and said, okay, for me it's typical to stay there and wait for an appointment or something like this. Another point was we wrote their biography, and so that everyone could imagine who this is with the picture, because we wanted to give it very and their special history with this quarter. On the second floor, our exhibition hall is parted in 2 floors. We tried to recreate the topography of the quarter. In the center of the exhibition, there stood the street, because this was the royal model, if you want. So, it's the Roman street, because we have there all the Roman archaeological things they found there. And on the left and the right, we built rooms, theme rooms, where different rooms with different themes, where we presented themes in a long term, from the antiquity to the present, like if you want to, like Christian life in the Eigelstein. Because of the direct neighborhood to the cathedral, a lot of fraternities, etc., settled there down in the district. Or we had the history of economy in this quarter. A lot of different hotels or something like this. Okay, 2 minutes. Settled down there. Or we talked about the popular residents or the inhabitants of the quarter and their history. There was a cyclist who won a gold medal at the Olympic Games 1936 in Berlin. Or, of course, what is characterizing for the Eigelstein, as you may see, is the red light district. There's a lot of prostitution in that quarter, And that was also a theme. You see here is a photo from Eusebius Lüdeyer. We will present it later. 2 minutes, okay. And of course, bars and pubs in the quarter. And every room has a Roman object as teaser, and then there comes the history till the present, which is told. One special thing we had, and then
It's fine.
because drinking is a good cure. We had a special event that we tried at this exhibition. We call it Wissensdurstig. In English, it's like
Thirst for knowledge.
Yeah. I told you that the Eigelstein is a multicultural quarter with a lot of different athletes. So we tried to approach to these athletes in the fact with their national drinks. So we did this tour, and during that tour we had special points. We made a break, and then we drink a national drink. But for the Italian people, for the Turkish people, we drank a raki, and of course for the German Cologne people, we drank a curse. So that they have a sensual Zugang, access to the history of their quarter via the national drinks. A very sensual admission to the history, and it was a very funny evening. So
how many nationalities live there?
a lot. This was mainly. Yeah. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.